boom. And,
What's going on?
It's not just going to be a big bang because Boomy over here is about to blow your minds. But first of all, let's roll that intro.
Because I actually know a little bit about it.
All right, so here comes the boom. It's your boy Dougie and Boomy. And we're about to talk about some wild shit.
Here we are.
So just get ready. Now, look, we're not telling you guys that
I
you
am.
must believe us. We're not saying we know the truth of that answers.
But I do.
But Boomy does. Anyway, so look, it's about fun. We're gonna try to educate you. This is all about opening your freaking mind, people.
It might hurt. Because,
it might hurt a little bit. You might.
I'm
not a scientist. Fall into the fetal position, into a corner, crying.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor.
Maybe go back to school and slap your old science teacher. I don't know.
But God did give me 2 eyes, a nose, some ears, and a fucking brain. Whoa, excuse me. This is all right. This one, the first one. This one's not G. So if you have children, well, I'm not gonna swear again, but I don't know how that happened. We're gonna have to.
Wait.
Have to edit that.
Wait, you said you were not gonna swear again?
I'm gonna try very hard not to.
That's how I feel about that shit.
All right, well, here we go. So basically, man, I'm kidding you not. This is a tough one for me because when I first heard the concept or theory of this, I was like, what the what? How could the earth be flat? But I want you to just open your mind, or close your mind, better yet. Forget everything you know, everything you've been taught about planets, Earth, any of this stuff, because I'm telling you, no matter what, whether the Earth is flat or not, one thing I promise you is you have been played. You have been lied to your entire life about everything from scientists to teachers to, and who knows, were they all in on it? I don't think so. I think that when you have facts being thrown out there, like, for instance, and I'm pulling this one out of my you-know-where, but when you have a fact like, yeah, the surface of the sun is 14,000, fucking whatever they claim it is. 14
and he wasn't going to cuss again.
14 million, temperature-wise. Degrees, there we go. Celsius, whatever you wanted to go. But here's the thing now. Have we ever been to the moon? Now, it's very I'm surprised I was able to say that with a straight face, knowing what I know now, knowing what, when I say knowing what I know now, that means what I know in my mind, I'm 100% correct. Could I be wrong? Of course, but I'm still 100% in my mind correct. To me. So, a lot of times I'll state it as it's a fact, but more than likely, if I think it's a fact, it's a fact. All right? But here's the deal. So, is the earth round? Is it spherical? Couple things. Now, when I first started picking this theory apart, because that is how I enter these things, I want to find out, yeah, I've been taught it's round my whole life. Prove to me that this shit is different from what I've been taught. Okay? So, first thing is, I'm going to just take you through what went through my mind and where I came to be where I am with it. Okay, here's my microphone. All right? Let's a little slack over here. Sibilance, 1, 2. All right, so let's just take this part of it. Just the top part. That's the earth. So we've been told. Now, when a little airplane flies, and they got to go all the way around here, What do they do? Well, if you talk to a pilot, he's going to tell you, well, we just fly straight, the nose up a little bit because, you know, it doesn't mean you're going uphill. It just means your nose is up a little bit and you're level flying. There's no pilot that'll say different, I assure you. Now, they have a ratio. This is where you come into play, brother. What is this? 8 some square mile, cube mile. What is this? 8 freaking. Do you know the formula?
Huh?
Do you know the formula for the drop for the circumference of the Earth?
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be like 8 inches per square mile or something stupid.
8 inches per square mile. And
that's according to flight pilots. That's
exactly.
according to military trained flight pilots.
There you go. And they're either clueless or they've been lied to, or they are lying. But anyways, so here's the deal. So with that kind of a drop, most people argue that you have to make accommodations for your flight path. So if you were flying over a sphere or a spherical planet, and you're flying basically level, pretty soon you're going to be out into space instead of for the Earth. Excuse me. But my thought process was when I was trying to pick it apart, I instantly, and this is so fast because I really am a skeptic. So
Yeah.
I said to myself, well, look, we have a gravitational pull and we have an atmosphere. So what happens within our atmosphere is different. So that airplane, if it has this much resistance to stay off the ground and buoyant enough to be at, let's just say, 800 feet, 1,200 feet, whatever you want to say. Whereas if it's flying straight, it's going to have the same gravitational pull, which means it'll have to boost above that gravitational pull in order to stay level or float. And then as they turn with the Earth, the gravity is the same, and it's going to have the same resistance from the center of the Earth. That's what my thought process was, which to me, it makes sense even now.
Right.
And that would blow apart some of these people that say, well, eventually you're going to keep going. If you don't dip down, you're going to, well, that kind of makes sense to you. But when somebody says to me, hey, when you jump up in midair, why do you land in the same spot? Well, I go back to the gravitational pull, and what's inside of our atmosphere is completely different because it has its own laws and rules of physics, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, let's get to space. Have we ever been to the moon? Fuck no. I promise you, we have never been to the moon. The United States hasn't, Russia hasn't, China hasn't, Japan hasn't, nobody has. There is so many reasons we have not been to the moon, but I want you to look at the aircraft that they claim went to the moon and back. This
you want to pull up the picture?
This gold tinfoil, yes, please. This gold tinfoil piece of trash went to the moon and back. Now, here's the thing. We're talking, what, 1969? That was the year I was born. What have we done since then? We've seen technology go from talking through a fucking soup can and a string to, we got analog cell phones. Now we have digital cell phones. Now we're going up to 5G. Technology never stops. Tell me this. We went to the moon might as well be a billion fucking years ago at this point. Excuse my French. Fine, how old am I? 52. We went to the moon 52 years ago. And we've done nothing since. We didn't even go. Oh, we went back a couple times. To what? To fix our flag. By the way, there's no atmosphere on the moon, so we're told. Yet, you see the flag doing this. And on the top of it, it's got a coat hanger or some bullshit to keep it straight. And you've got to be kidding me when you look at these photos. I'm sorry. And they are so fake, it's freaking ridiculous. When you look at that flag, there's only a couple things that just come to mind. And the majority of it, you look at this flag. For you, Eric. All right, look at the whole picture. Now look at that flag.
Hang on. Here we go.
The only thing you can be asking yourself is simply, what the fuck of all fucks? Look, there's no atmosphere supposedly, so what's making it blow? I'll tell you what's making it blow. The freaking squirrel box fan in the Hollywood set and California is making it blow on the bottom, and there's a fucking coat hanger or a rod on the top. Now, another thing I want you to pay attention to as he shows you some of these pictures, and he will as I'm talking, I'm guessing, look at all the shadows. Because it's funny, there's only one light source, which is the sun, and there's different directions of shadows, which would insinuate more and different light sources. Look at the flag in that one. Look at that piece of trash that went all the way to the moon. What is it, 250,000 miles? Parked, got out, they jumped around. One of these guys had a fucking, supposedly, by the way, had a golf club hidden away and took some swings, and it just went miles. They didn't show it, of course, but it went miles. Now, here's another thing I want to point out, and I could keep going and going and going and going and going, but here's another thing. Even though it looks like there's a newspaper in the background, maybe his mouse, whatever. Do you see any fucking stars? Why is that? Now, here's another thing. Do we see the Earth from the moon? Wouldn't that be like so cool if they went to the moon and said, hey, while we're here, we have all this technology, we can talk to you, Houston, all this shit, and yet we don't have a picture of Earth? You gotta be kidding me. I want to check. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. No stars in the background. Put that back. Look at that. Put that back so I can see it clear. Oh my God, I gotta put my glasses on for this one.
It almost looks like a city underneath. Like,
all right, so right.
Oh, but hey, look, there's a flat line,
right?
And then there's
exactly.
a dome.
Right. Well, here's the thing. First of all, don't try to tell me that's a picture of flat Earth, because it's not a picture. Okay, there is no way that's a picture. First of all, I don't even know if that's supposed to be the moon looking at the Earth or the Earth looking at the moon. It's irrelevant, because look at the piece of trash that's supposed to be in mid-flight. All right, now the biggest thing I have to say is just imagine. Imagine how much space you're seeing from that back, the picture that was from before, and all of them. Is something not missing? There are billions and trillions of stars. Why do we not see any? What's the picture in the center? In the bottom row, in the third column one. Yeah, right there. Or the one above it. Either one of those. All right. What are those light sources? What are those light things in the background? Do you see them over in the left screen? I don't know what they are, and I'm looking at these pictures for the first time in a long time, at least. But what are they? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I thought they might be stars. Obviously, they're not. But my point is,
That
just
might be
think
a star
about.
right there.
Look, I promise you, it's not. Well, I see it. Yeah, I see a dot. It's probably fucking added, just like the one to the right and over his head. That's part of that tinfoil trash. And look at the flour, all-purpose flour on the floor. All right, here's the thing. Scroll it down a little bit.
They tried to do a little Zen garden right here.
Scroll it down a little bit. No, up. I'm sorry. I want to see the lack of stars again. You just keep going through all these pictures, and I want everyone to think about the fact that no matter what angle he's showing us, they're in the stars. Another thing I want to bring to everyone's attention is, like I said before, there is no picture of the Earth. Whatever that was before that you had up, you could bring it up again if you want. The one that looked like a planet or moon or whatever the fuck.
Oh, hey, look
at that. Stars. Amazing. Blow that one up. We actually have stars. We don't need the 10% off Bitcoin, but look at that.
Wow, that isn't a
Stretch that thing
CGI
out.
freaking
Stretch that
picture
thing
right there.
out. No, this is real, dude. This has changed my mind. I'm joking. Can you blow that up a little bit somehow?
No. That's bad.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Star Trek looks better than this, people. I mean, really. Star Wars from the 70s, anything looks better than this. Look at that pathetic thing that you're looking at. I mean, seriously. First of all, I don't see any like trajectory source. I mean, source of power from either of those things. Are they not like separated in that picture? Go back. Are they not separated? Are there not two pieces of something there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
I
there's
mean,
two.
apparently they were
No,
together at one
right.
point in time, and then this detached from this.
Okay, so there's two pieces of trash. Now, why did? Yeah. Wait a minute. Where on earth did they detach, according to what you know?
Well, wherever this was in this,
Right.
but
But where
then,
are they? Are they about to land on the moon, or is this like 5 feet from Earth? What's right below that?
well, I
Right
mean,
there.
this kind of
I'm
looks like
guessing it's the moon.
this looks like water to me, but
I know. I'm saying, what are they trying? What are they actually saying that is? Does it say?
probably the moon.
Okay.
The title of it is "The Eagle Has Wings: The Apollo 11 Lunar Module and Command Service Module,
The
Lunar Orbit."
eagle. Oh my God. All right. Well, here's the thing. We could just, some of these we're gonna have to leave it up to other people. Now, do you have any of the ones with the Land Rover machine or whatever? Because I want to bring up a couple things that are gonna blow all this out of the water. There it is, right there.
Oh, hey,
Beautiful
here we go.
machine. Yeah, get me something big on that. Look at that beast. Over on the right, to the right. Now, I want to bring something to everyone's attention. Okay, let's just say that it's a natural aspirated gasoline engine. Um, I have no idea what it is. I haven't looked into it because I don't need to. I want you to think about something. If that thing runs on gas, there's apparently no oxygen there. Otherwise, these people wouldn't have these special freaking suits. They'd be able to breathe. All right. So there's no oxygen. Obviously, it can't run. A combustion engine cannot run on the moon. If it's battery, who's to say that there's the polarity? There's a north and south pole, yeah, but who's to say that? How do we know all this before we went to the moon? So we brought a vehicle. What did the vehicle fit in? Can we get some rough measurements on this vehicle? Because the plane, whatever the thing they got there in, I can't even compute where that thing came from. Was it one of these folding up like transformer type moon
Oh,
rovers?
here.
Not to mention, bro, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken, there was more than one of them. I
here we
don't know.
go.
Maybe they followed him out there. Maybe they followed the Apollo out there.
Here we go. Here we go.
There's
So
so
the lunar rover is an electric vehicle.
right there. You go. Which, if, without polarity, we've all heard. If there's a nuclear war, everything's going to shut down. There's gas, or all the polarities, the north and pole, all the polarities got to be reversed, and nothing. How do we know that there was the right polarity on the moon before we got there? This is 1960 fucking 9. 250,000 miles away, we knew that a 12-volt battery system was going to function on the moon. We knew the proper weight dispersion for the gravity. All this we knew before we went there, and if we didn't know it, we just brought it. Hey, bring this four-wheeler thing. Maybe we could go freaking dune buggying on the moon if everything works. Hey, it's worth a shot. I mean, every ounce matters when you're going into space, and every square inch matters, but fucking bring it with us. Make sure it has good shocks because, we don't know how bouncy's get real. Let's get real. Look at these pictures. The flag, like I pointed out. Now
Oh, that's
bring
just a
that one
drawing.
up. Look, I got to see this one because I see stars in the background, which is fucking rare on any of these pictures. Now I want you to also say, but there's no more stars in that one. Look at that machine. I want you to tell me where that machine came from. What part of that ship that they flew there in? Where was that thing stored? Seriously. And here's another thing, dude. What is in the tires? Is it air? Think about it. When you're in a whole different atmosphere, when you travel through the freaking stratosphere and the atmosphere and everything else that it had to go through, so the pressure in the tires didn't change? I don't know.
The wheels consisted of. Oh,
It actually tells. Oh, they're going to pick their own story apart here.
well, I mean,
And you can tell people.
This is
I am
from
flying.
NASA. This is from NASA's website.
A lot of this I'm on the fly. It's only because it takes one thing. Common fucking sense. We were never on the moon. Ever, ever, ever. If somebody wants to tell me, including Buzz Lightyear, call in right now because I believe we're live. We've never been on the damn. Look at that thing. It's got fenders
that
on
looks.
it.
That looks wait. That looks totally different than.
Of course it does. Of course it does. All right. Well, that looks like the same.
That looks like shit.
Hey, wait a minute.
That looks like
Let
it
me
was
ask
in the
you
Need
this.
for Speed movie.
Wait. So, do you mean that little satellite dish thing that was on the top of it? Where's that thing going to? Is that going to the satellites that are supposedly like orbiting Earth?
That's how they phoned back to the Earth.
Oh, right. Why did they do that before? Why did we have cell phones at least in the 60s? I don't understand this. We were able to talk 250 fucking thousand miles. And we couldn't talk barely through a freaking soup can with a string. We went from that to this. Now that looks like a different machine there.
Oh, it is.
Does that have chains in case there was snow there or what?
Well, you never know. I mean, is the white stuff, baking
I'll tell
powder,
you what.
or is it?
No, I'll tell you what, dude. And I did see a clip from one of the. It wasn't from one of the astronauts. It was literally somebody from Hollywood that, on their deathbed, they told their son this, and their son was on his deathbed when he revealed that. Oh yeah, it was a Hollywood staging, and it does not take a fucking rocket or moon landing scientist to figure this out. Now, here's the other thing. Look at all. Hold on. Go back to that big picture. Look at all the different footprints and everything. Where are the tire tracks from the freaking lunar machine? It must have come. It must be coming towards us. I don't know. Anyways, so the flag again. The flag again.
Look right here.
Look at the flag. Look at that flag. Seriously.
It looks better than that
and
one.
Even when you look at the shadows, yeah, blow that one up. Can you get that any big? 1969. Oh my God. No atmosphere, yet there's a flag blowing in the wind. It's amazing.
Right.
If that flag was blowing in the wind, I want you to think about this. If that flag was blowing in the wind with no gravity, what's to stop that astronaut from blowing out into fucking space right now?
Right.
Why are there no stars in that picture? Now, here's the thing. You could say, oh, well, Eric, I saw like 2 pictures with stars. Okay. So you're trying to tell me they were from a different angle? There's no stars in that part of the fucking universe? To anyone that thinks I'm insane, I want you to do me one thing. Come into our live chat. Tell me where I could find an actual photograph of the Earth. Anyone. Not a computer enhanced one. We've been out there. Supposedly we have satellites all over the place. Notice satellites zoom in real close to stuff? That's all they could do because they're not in orbit. I hate to break it to you. Have you ever seen a picture of a satellite in orbit? Other than some, by the way, has anyone ever seen a real satellite? You know what they do? They send them up with a fucking helium balloon. They don't go into orbit. They're not orbiting. We're not even a planet. Boy, there's a lot I got to tell you people. But let me just say this. Look at that tin can. All right. And the gold tinfoil is just, they love that stuff. You'll see that even on future missions. I think China used some of that gold foil. They must have gotten it from us. Anyways, so I want to go back to the picture. I want, like, what's that? Is that a picture? Let's see it. Pull that thing up. I'm telling everyone you can't find a picture. Is that a picture? No, it's not, but I want to prove it is why I'm asking. It's not a picture. Look at that. Oh, he just got the mail. He's picking up a package or something. Anyways, oh, stop it. Wait a minute. All right. I don't know what's causing the shadow on the bottom left screen. No, get that little thing. All right. See the shadow on the left screen on the bottom? Yeah. Okay. If you think about it, that thing can only be coming from either back where we're looking from or a little bit to the left and back where we're looking from. Now, look at the shadow coming from the astronaut. Look at that angle. It's not the same angle as the shadow. It's impossible. And now you look at these other angles. That angle right there that you have your cursor on, if you line up the one from the astronaut and that little bump rock, whatever that thing is, they are not parallel. I could tell from looking at it from here. But he's cute though, running around his little space jammies. All right, let's see what else you got. Remember, there's no stars. No one could send me a picture of the Earth, even though the satellite's orbiting the Earth. And we've been to the moon so many times. China, Japan, Russia. We have space stations, so we're told. All sorts of shit. But we don't have a picture of the Earth. I don't know.
Right.
We were just looking at, what year was that book?
1975.
There you go, 75. Every picture wasn't a single star. Not a single star. Of the Earth, the moon, Saturn. You should see the pictures they had. We had Saturn, Uranus. Yeah, well, that planet's all gases. Who the fuck tested those gases? It takes how many million years for someone to get there? They said, wow, we can't even get there. But yet we know that it's made of gases and it's not a hard surface like the Earth. Let's get real. We know what gases are in the rings of Saturn. How?
Oh, check this out.
I love how they give you these things like the thing that hit, what was it, Uranus or Saturn? But we had this big thing that hit, and it's a scar on the planet now. We saw it live. Get fucking real. What is this? Billions of dollars. Here's the breakdown report. Hey, hit play on that thing. This will be fun.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Why not? Make it big for the people.
Yes, please.
Commercial break.
Yeah.
Just for the record, we do not use PNC Bank, nor do we support PNC Bank.
All banks are corrupt. All banks are going down. And we're going to have a new system. Apollo. 50th anniversary. This ought to be good. Ooh, what's that? Impressive photographs. Space race. What a joke. I can't believe the other countries played along with it. What a joke.
We have the number one rocket right now in the U.S. And we have the number one spacecraft.
Trump's trying not to laugh. Can you turn this up a little?
Yeah.
Look at Melania. She's like, what the?
NASA's chief financial officer, Jeff DeWitt, joins me now from the NASDAQ, where they will be ringing the closing bell. Jeff, it's been a long time. Great seeing you.
It's great to see you, Charles. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this, the 50th anniversary. It's reviving memories of what the space race was all about, the greatness, what was accomplished. And, of course, it was accomplished for mankind, but those astronauts were wearing American flags on their uniforms.
They sure were.
They were, Charles. And, 50 years ago, we got to land the first man on the surface of the moon and plant the American flag. I'm actually wearing a pin of the boot print.
Amazing.
And the great
How
news
patriotic.
about this happening right now is
God bless him.
Not only to go back to the moon and put the next man and the first woman on the surface of the moon, but that is a stepping stone for
the first woman. Thank God. We got to get a trans up there. We got to get a transgender up there to be fair to everyone. A black transgender person.
Diversity and inclusion.
Equity. We have to. What? I don't think he's on the air anymore.
We just heard Buzz Aldrin saying, hey, we should be able to do
Trump was trying not to laugh his ass off.
Bud Aldrin. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
the previous administration cut a lot of things, and we haven't launched American astronauts on American rockets from American soil in almost a decade now.
That's crazy.
To do it within a year from now, we will be
Wow, they look like
American astronauts
ghosts.
again, on American rockets from American soil.
Look at that footage, dude.
What he complained about there, low Earth orbit, going back to the space station with American astronauts. We're going
Space
to
station.
We're within a year
Make sure the
of doing
coat
it,
hanger's sticking
and
right
that's
there,
going to
Buzz.
propel
We
us
just need $4 trillion more.
to the moon and
That's all.
Jeff, a couple of
For the
things here.
taxpayers.
There's the private sector We're seeing remarkable things, rockets being reused, landing
Remarkable. Reused
How
rockets.
much of a role will they
Thinking
play
green.
with NASA?
We are partnering with over 2,000, thousands of companies, U.S. companies.
Where's all that light?
And that is really
Yeah, exactly. There's multiple light sources. If you really pay attention to the shadows, I didn't see it on that one, but you will. There are some damning pictures where it shows clearly 3 different light sources on the moon.
No, these commercial partnerships are key to what we're doing, and they amplify our budget. They allow us to do more, which is being a great steward of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, I want to go back to that.
We're expanding those daily.
I know I'm talking over this, but
Purview of NASA, but the Space Force, the
amplify our budget. They allow us to do, but no, these products we created, economy. If you know how much we have before companies across the nation, and that is really what's helping us. We are partnering with over 2,000, thousands of companies.
fuck was that?
Yeah, there's your shadow.
Yeah, I mean that right there. That looks like one light source. That's how all of them should look. Because if you see the trail of the shadow, they're parallel. But now you will see others. Now, here's my point, though. Look at the way that flag is blowing with no atmosphere.
Right.
So, if the wind is blowing hard enough to blow that flag out, wouldn't these fucking guys with no gravity, hardly at all, be just blowing off into space right now? Come on.
Well,
I mean,
apparently,
seriously.
their spacesuits were like 500 pounds. Something.
Look, pounds doesn't matter when there's no gravity. It's no different from when you go back to school, you were taught about a feather and a chunk of gold falling from the Empire State Building, which is going to fall faster. You know what, man? It's a bunch of bullshit. We don't have a picture from the Earth to the moon, or we don't have a picture from the moon to the Earth. I mean, we don't have a picture of from a satellite to the Earth. You might have, a couple square blocks, but you don't have the Earth. You don't have the spherical picture anywhere of the Earth.
Right.
You could go online for hours and hours and days. You're going to find a couple. You're going to come back and say, hey, is this a picture? And I'll pick it apart because it's not. We don't have one. And the other thing is, show me a picture of a satellite in orbit. You're not going to have that either. And if you have one, you got to, like I've seen a couple that are supposedly, but there's nothing else around. We have thousands of satellites out there. You can't see one in the background. You can't see a star in the background. You can't see a planet in the background. It's a bunch of shit. And Doug, what was that? What was that microwave oven that's unpenetrable outside of our atmosphere? What's it called again?
Hang on. Let me just look it up here. I think it's the Van Allen belt. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Van Allen radiation belt.
And for all intents and purposes, that is the you won't ever fucking fly through this belt and live belt. That's what it's called. We've never gone through it. We never will go through it. There is you could have 4 feet of lead around a person and that'll melt too, by the way. There's no metal on any spacecraft that could go through that without fucking melting. And at some point in time, I think this is a different part of the atmosphere. But the amount of degrees that they claim it is, there is no metal that wouldn't just drip into fucking liquid immediately. And
so I'm gonna show the good people the Van Allen radiation belts.
Please do. There you go. At no point in time, people, have we ever gone through that. Not the Apollo 11, which never happened. Not a bird, which wouldn't happen. Not a plane, which wouldn't happen. Nothing. Not even Superman could go through that shit.
No. So here you go. Over 60 years ago, the U.S. launched its first satellite into space.
Yeah. Bullshit.
To NASA's surprise, it was registering radiation levels 1,000 times greater than anyone expected.
Why did they even come up with this bullshit of a story? God. For what reason? All right, so the radiation was higher. What about the Man, I've read it before, but do you remember the area where the temperature is just fucking ridiculous?
Well, I actually have
Thousands
it.
of degrees?
I actually have it. Here we go.
Thank you.
The layers of the Earth's atmosphere.
Right.
So,
And what are we talking?
all right. So first of all, let's just look.
Oh, there it is. That's what I was referring to. I love
Okay.
that thing.
So
This is from the same people that are so smart. They know more than us. Let's just base what I'm saying off of their facts.
well,
What do we got there?
now look, I've read over this like quite a few times.
Sure.
So, notice one thing you'll notice here: they don't talk about anything globular or anything like that in this whole article.
It's
So-
like any of the aviation maps and everything else. They always refer to it as flat, non-rotating. Earth.
Non-rotating Earth.
We'll
Yeah.
get back to that in a little bit, but go ahead,
Okay.
Doug.
So here you go. You got the troposphere, which this is basically our area, like commercial
The
planes
safety,
fly
the
slightly
Goldilocks
above
zone.
the troposphere.
We're okay. We can fly a kite, things like that. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So you notice the spy plane is right here above the troposphere in the stratosphere. Oh, look, there's a weather balloon right there. So this is between 15 and 30 miles above the Earth's.
Right, and that's exactly where, just so for the audience listening, that is exactly where you will find every one of the satellites that exist.
Actually, no. You'll actually find the satellites in the thermosphere.
Which is what, 3,000 miles tops or something?
It is 311 to 621 miles above the surface.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, 500 and 1,000 kilometers.
Right.
So check it out. In the upper thermosphere, we're talking about temperatures from 500 degrees Celsius to 2,000 degrees Celsius or higher. But see, here's the thing: many satellites actually orbit Earth within the thermosphere. Okay. So
No,
then you got the
none of them do.
exosphere.
None of them do. Tell me what metal will survive that fucking temperature right
Well,
now.
No, they're in the bottom part of it. See, you're at 90 kilometers here.
Right. But wait a minute. But Doug, that is absolutely not even close to the area that would be actually orbiting the Earth. Not even close.
Right.
And these
And
satellites.
so check it out.
These satellites, by the way, when they launch these satellites, okay, they're actually helium balloons. This you've never heard that before, I'm sure, but some of
weather
you have,
balloons?
I'm sure. Well, all of them. A fucking satellite, dude. I saw a satellite, a real satellite once, and it had crashed, and it was a fucking like a school project, fucking with aluminum foil and a freaking like an oversized condom full of fucking helium. So let's see. Why don't you? Whoa. Top right, I want to see the satellite right here. Oh, these satellites with those beautiful planets and stuff. Oh, that's so realistic looking. Jesus, amazing. Why would they?
I think
why
that's
would
an
they-
artist rendition right there.
I
because it looks like
understand that. I understand that. But let me ask you a question. Why not have a picture? Come on, one of these has to be a picture. Come on, I want to see all of them. Every fucking one of them. What's this? Ooh,
CGI.
that doesn't look like a photograph. Let's look at some more. We have so many ways to take. That's
Oh, that's
not
totally
either.
a cartoon.
Well, but here's the thing. We have so many ways, supposedly, to take pictures. Why haven't we not seen one? What's that? The North Star or the sun? Get that out of there.
Oh, here we go.
Keep going. I gotta see
let's-
one.
Let's look at the Hubble telescope in orbit.
Oh God, that thing's badass. Unbelievable. You haven't seen one, people. You haven't seen one of these things that you could say is a picture of a satellite in orbit. Remember what I said? In orbit. Never, ever, ever has happened in the history of mankind. What was that Peel's beer can?
This is the Hubble stuff.
Look, here's the only problem I have with this. That is the Hubble?
Yeah, that's the Hubble.
Oh my God! Look at that freaking joke of it, dude. I could have made something that looked more realistic than that. Let me ask you this now. All right, so we have a coffee can with a different finish on it and aluminum foil, and it almost looks like a wheel. What the fuck is that supposed to be? A satellite dish or a
Yeah,
wheel?
it's like
Is that like a
it's either
landing
that or
wheel?
it's the or it's the stirring spoon for the Ovaltine in the can.
Oh my God! Yeah, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, even if that thing was.
Oh, look at
Oh
the
my
look at the hinge door
Look at
flappy thing.
how huge the planet is compared to where that thing is. So if that thing was in orbit, people, I promise you the planet would look a little smaller.
So
And who took the
so the
picture,
Hubble
by the way, Doug?
telescope
Wait a
is
minute.
probably
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who took this picture? I got to know that too, also.
well, this comes from the NASA website.
Right. Only the high-end people that are super scientists and special know what's up. Again, no stars. It's fake, all of it.
Oh,
The
here you go.
picture of the tin can itself might be real, but the background is completely phony. And whatever 9-year-old did it for a science project at one point in time, I do credit him.
Look,
It's
check it
fancy
out.
looking.
So the Hubble
Hubba
is
hubba hubba
actually
hubba.
only 535 kilometers, so it's in the thermosphere.
Oh, but it's orbiting Earth. Wait a minute, I'm confused. That goes against everything I've heard.
Well, it says here in the caption, the Hubble Space Telescope orbits with Earth in the background.
Orbits with in the background. Now it's making sense.
But now check
Wait,
out
is that
this is
before
this
or
is the
after
newer
the
this is the
asteroid
newer
belt?
version of the Hubble that's like
And where's
in
the
space now.
asteroid belt in relation to what we're talking about? Because the asteroid belt rotates the Earth also, does it not? Hello?
What's up?
I said the asteroid belt itself rotates the Earth, does it not?
Well, that's what we're about to look at.
Well, how could that thing be a satellite out to where they say it's a satellite? What the? Oh, all right. Well, you know what? You could also go back. Oh, look at this. This is where was that asteroid? I got to see that. Boy, it's so realistic looking. Look at that. Unbelievable.
I mean,
Oof.
it doesn't look like it came from mid-90s CGI fucking space adventure thing.
No, there's a guy in a little space machine with a camera right there, and or I guess it could be a satellite. It's got to
Wait,
be.
look at the rest of our planets there,
I was just gonna
like
say.
lined up in perfect harmony.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm not looking at. Hey, I got a friend of mine just texted me. I should tell her to. I should tell her to hit us up on this. Hold on a second. How can I tell her how to find us?
That's a good question.
No,
Tell her to look up Truth or Dare the Boom.
she's not going to be able to find it by searching. No way. Yeah, I don't know how this stuff works, dude. But let me finish rambling. So basically, somebody find me a picture of the Earth or a picture of a satellite. Doug, you're live right now. Go at it, brother. I know that you're not like on the 100% same page as I am on this shit, so prove me wrong. Just find me one photograph. It's not that hard to ask. We've been in existence. We went to the moon in 60 fucking 9. All I want is one picture of the Earth or one picture of a real satellite in orbit. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, if
Oh,
all
here
of
we go.
everything
Here we go, Eric.
depended
You're
on
gonna
that,
love
well,
Eric.
I
Just,
got
just
it.
stop. Just stop. You're
Prove me
gonna love
wrong.
this shit.
Prove me wrong.
Are
Make
you
me
ready?
look like an idiot.
Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's see
It's
it.
coming. It's coming. You ready? Ready?
I am.
Space for kids.
I'll admit that I'm wrong.
Boom!
Oh my God. Look at that. Amazing. Can you blow that up though? Oh, the Hubble took that one.
Oh yeah, look.
But you know, there's no stars. And
You
if the
notice?
Hubble, wait a minute, hold on a minute. This came from the Hubble, brother?
Well, no, this is the Hubble. This is
Oh,
another
oh, oh,
satellite
okay.
taking a
All
picture
right.
of the Hubble.
Well, yeah. Well, what is taking this picture? It's got to be another satellite or something, right?
It's got to be another satellite.
Right. And those little, what are the solar panels? Is that where they get all the power from?
Yeah, you know
Hey,
they're
wait,
harnessing the
right
power of the
there, right
sun.
there. Wait, go to that one that's the Hubble that has the picture with the diagram. Two to your left. Over, left. Right there. I got to see this. This is going to answer all my questions. Observatory instruments. Okay, let's see. Read me that stuff. It's too tiny, or blow it up. What does
Well, you
that
got your
say?
fine guidance sensors.
Oh wow, that's
You have your
special.
Space Telescope Imaging Spectrograph right here.
Right.
Then this one is your Cosmic Origin Spectrograph.
Wow, that
And
sounds
this one
fancy.
is your advanced camera for surveys.
Right.
This one is your near infrared camera and multi-object spectrometer.
Wow,
And then
that
over
is
here is
impressive.
your wide field camera number 3.
You're in space, but you need a wide camera,
Oh, here we go.
wide lens.
Yeah, well, you
Look
have
at
to use
that.
the fisheye shit so that way you can make it look like it's a spherical
Right.
Earth.
Well, what are these things on the right? Are those supposedly pictures that were taken? Here's the thing, dude. This is the Hubble. Do we have pictures from it? You just said something about a camera. Let's see the kind of pictures this thing has taken. They got to be amazing. Have to be amazing. There's got to be billions of pictures. Let's look some of them up. I got to see how real they look. Oh wow. Oh God. Is
There
that
you
one
go.
of those
Hubble
things?
top 100 images.
Oh my God. All right, go slow because I want people to honestly take this in. And don't listen to me being a sarcastic idiot. Just use your brain and look at this. You tell me, is that a stratholite or is that what is that exactly?
I don't know. I think I saw that in the sky at Bonnaroo in 2007.
No, do they claim that this is anything like a picture of, yeah, pillars of creation, new view. Wow. Have you ever seen stars with color like that before?
Never.
This is amazing. Wow. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh God, is that a galaxy? And what is that? Is that like the tail of an old galaxy? This is amazing.
It's
Dude.
called A Rose Made of Galaxies.
It's called phony. And if anyone believes this stuff, I'm sorry. I used to believe it. In fact, I used to be addicted to watching this history type stuff and all this look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Looks like a couple different Christmases overlapped and this and that. What on earth is that supposed to be? Like what would cause that anyway? What would move in that direction and just to manipulate that whatever it is? Here's the thing.
Well, it's like a stripper that
I'm
slipped and
still
spilled her
waiting.
coffee with her
I know
glitter
we don't
bomb.
have that many viewers out, but I am waiting for somebody to send me one picture, one photograph, and I don't mean this from the Hubble, which is clearly not, but I really want someone to send me a picture of our own planet. I'm curious to see what it looks like. I mean, you can see all this planets. I'm looking at like hundreds of thousands of planets in that picture from the Hubble. All right, just look it up. Just give me one picture from the Hubble of Earth. Look at all these beautiful things. We got to have one picture of Earth, don't we? The Hubble? Anything. Yeah, find me one. Just this will prove me wrong. We just need one picture of the Earth, and I will shut up forever. Not going to happen, brother. The Earth is not round like we've been told. That's why we've never seen a fucking picture. We've never been to the moon because we're not going to get through that fucking microwave. normal, anything that's any kind of metal, wood, anything that we have or know, it's not going to get through there. Glass, it'll melt back into wet sand. There's nothing that could get through there, including a satellite, people, including that Hubble. That Hubble would have melted into liquid before it got through the freaking atmosphere.
All right, here we go.
If these things are orbiting the Earth. All right, I'm going to just shut up for a minute. Find me one that you truly believe is a picture, and then I'll chime in. I mean, a photograph, obviously.
Yeah.
Take your time. I mean, I see a lot of them. Just pick one. You got to be pretty confident that it's a photograph, though. I don't see many stars in any of those for some reason. It must be a starless night. It's funny how that planet looks so different from different angles. You know, there is one from Russia. It's a big to-do, man. It is the most accurate photograph of the planet Earth ever. The funny thing is, when you match the continents up with previous pictures, well, they're not pictures. They don't match. And then they show, I saw one where it rotates, and it's live. It's rotating and rotating and rotating, and it's amazing,
here we
people.
go. Here we
But
go.
the clouds never move either.
Here's a YouTube video of Hubble orbiting Earth.
Yeah, let's see this.
Let's see this.
This is going to be amazing. And I have not seen this, people, I promise. This is going to be an eye-opener, I have a feeling. Where's my popcorn?
I can pop you some.
I'm really not getting nervous either, but I do want to see this. This has got to be good. All right, let's see.
Aw.
What?
There.
All I needed was a picture. If you're going to have me a video.
Introducing
Wow,
the Metal
look at
X.
these robotics.
We could build another Hubble
Designed
telescope.
to real
Oh,
metal.
God, yeah. Like nothing. They probably had one when they meant to. Ooh, look at that. Now, if this goes 360, I've seen. Notice there's no stars. None.
None.
They should look bigger from space. Bigger, because they're closer. None. None, none, none. You see clouds. Did you see a single star? That's it? That's all you got? Hey, do you need more time?
I mean, I don't know, man. I got
No stars in sight. Where can you look at the black sky without clouds and not see stars? Where? In every fucking direction, there's stars.
Let's try this one.
Yeah, let's try it. And pretty soon, you know, they're going to be so good that it's like hard to argue. But look at this.
This is some of the crappiest
Right.
CGI
Here,
I've ever
pause
seen
it right
in my
there.
life.
Pause it. Pause it. All right. First of all, the motion, the movement, everything. But here's the thing. Like, just go back to my point. When you're looking at this right now, stars that we see from the fucking ground on that planet, supposedly, we see them. They're so bright. The only reason we don't see them is if there's cloud cover. That's it. We're now, where this picture is taken, or who the fuck is floating in space to take a video of this, but let's just say someone is. Why are there not stars that look brighter and bigger? Because they're closer to them now. They should have put a couple like Christmas tree lights in front of that black sheet, and then it would have looked a little bit more realistic. Really. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Not a single fucking star. Oh, but they got this beautiful kaleidoscope looking thing on the right there. Yeah, a black hole. Nothing. The Big Bang Theory, it was an absence of everything, and there was absolutely nothing. Therefore, nothing became a lot.
And then all of a sudden.
And then out of it. All right, now what happens after an explosion, people? Just follow me here. Common sense. Just use your fucking brain. What happens after an explosion? Doug, if you blew up just say a fucking pile of shit in your backyard, and I mean exploded the shit with the biggest bomb you
Right.
could fucking imagine. Let's just say it had a pile of grass seed. How many grass seed, how many do you think would germinate after a fucking explosion like that?
A lot.
Really? So you think like, I mean, we're talking temperatures that we can't imagine. The fucking Big Bang Theory. We're talking anything and everything that was in this Big Bang melted and was molten. Where did the first fucking grass seed come from, bro? Is there an evolution of grass blades and stuff like that? Where did they come from? Here's the thing. Everything is to get people away from the thought that God created this place and us. It's that simple. And I'm still waiting on that picture, though. And if you need more time, just let
I
me
mean,
know.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, take your time. And, feel free, anyone that's watching, call up your friends. If you know someone that works for NASA, if you know Elon Musk, maybe, hey, he's about to go to Mars. People are planning. Bro, people are like buying tickets and shit. What a fucking scam. Why did we not get in on this earlier? The fucking thing that kills me is this is worldwide scam. China's been to the moon. Japan has been to the moon. Russia's been to the moon. Has there any country that hasn't been to the fucking moon? I wouldn't be surprised if Iran's been to the fucking moon. Oh my God.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh, it's freaking amazing. It's simply amazing. Wait a minute. Go down. What does this shit underneath that say? Where is this supposed? Are we on the moon looking at the Earth in that? Scroll down so I can look at
they
the
were
phony
orbiting
ass
the
picture
moon.
also. Who was?
The Apollo 8 astronauts.
Oh, they orbited the moon. I would imagine that alone's a pretty big trip to take. They orbited the moon? Hey, before we leave, let's just roll around this thing. We've never seen the other side of the moon, by the way. Ever. Why?
I guess because it's too dark for people to look at.
Right. You see, even though you see the same fucking crater and everything, which
Oh, look at that picture.
that is fascinating. Fascinating. Look at the light source. Why is the thing further away brighter than the thing closer? You know what?
Right.
You look at these damn things with common sense, it doesn't take long to pick them apart. Where'd you go? I did something with my screen. Now I'm just looking at myself. Anyways, I'll tell you what. Where are you, brother? Oh, he must be finding a picture. Let's give him some time. He's getting needed.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Hey, did you
Hey.
were you able to drum up a picture? We've all been waiting patiently. All right, give us your best.
I've been trying, but apparently the globalists don't want me to find this stuff. They tried to kick me off. Like,
if nothing else, you're saying that I might have some sort of weird, tiny point about this whole. You can't see stars in any of these pictures. There is no fucking photograph of this planet. We've been to the moon, but we forgot to take a picture. We talked on the phone 250,000 miles while the Earth is spinning. Wait, how many miles per hour? 1,000. What was it? How fast does the Earth spin?
hang on, I'll look into it.
And even a close guess. I mean, you've heard the numbers before, I'm sure. I think it's more than 1,000 miles per hour, which is even if it was 10 miles per hour.
The Earth rotates at roughly 1,000 miles per hour.
It's funny how it's a solid number like that. Anyways, and it's 25,000 miles in circumference. Okay, not 27.4.
So 24-hour day, blah blah blah.
Sure. Oh, that explains everything. So here's the deal. By the way, people, I want you to think about this. 25,000 miles is not that long. So what I'm saying is, if it was 250 billion miles, then yeah, there would be no curvature almost at all that you would ever notice. However, 25,000 miles is not that big. It's not that long of a span, is my point. So there's curvature of the Earth way more than you would think if you're talking about the reality of the circumference of the Earth. Meaning, if you were on the ocean and somebody went 200 miles out on the sea and you could take a freaking telescope, whatever the fuck those things are, if you don't see it, yeah, it's maybe because the curvature, they're hiding behind that fucking spherical fucking bubble that's between you and that other fucking ship. But guess what? If you have a powerful enough thing, you're going to see that fucking ship. You know why? Because water is level and the earth is flat. There you go. I said it.
So-
the earth is flat. And please, anybody, give me solid evidence that it's round. You
Well,
could
okay.
call me
So-
crazy for saying it's flat. It's easy to do that because everyone knows it's round, Eric. Everyone says it's round, Eric. You could look in books and see that it's round. We just looked at pictures. Well, not pictures, but, well, just trust us. We made a lot of really special things on the computer just to prove to you that it's round. It's round.
We tried.
Although we have nothing in orbit. Nothing is in orbit. There are no satellites in orbit of the Earth. None.
Not outside of our atmosphere, but inside of our atmosphere, yes, but not outside.
Dude, think about it. How can you orbit within our fucking atmosphere? It's impossible. You have fucking gravity. Gravity is inside of our fucking atmosphere.
Well, if they have helium balloons, like, it's fine.
Helium balloons are exactly what propels or brings these freaking satellites up. That's it. Helium keeps them up there.
Yeah.
It sounds insane. Prove to me I'm wrong. It's so easy to say, I just brought up all the books say. I don't give a fuck what books say anymore. Your country, your world has lied to you about fucking everything. Everything. They lied to you. I want to just break things down for you real quick. Here's just one small example. Trump got the most votes for a sitting president in history. At the same election, Joe fucking Biden got more votes than Obama. The black president that everyone wanted, that was so charismatic, he fucking got more votes. And the same year that Trump broke those records, he got more votes than Obama. Yeah, again, people, common fucking sense will tell you otherwise. We don't have that many votes. So yeah, seriously, if there's anybody that wants to challenge me on fucking voter fraud or that election or the previous election, feel free to chime in right now. Feel free to message us later. We could do a whole show on any of these things. Just prove me fucking wrong. Call me an idiot. Prove that I'm an idiot. One picture of this planet that is a viable photograph. You're not going to do it. But you know what? You got all week. We'll do another podcast next week. So bring all your evidence. Get all the satellites that are in orbit and everything else. And I will prove to you that every one of these things are false. And all of their own evidence is what ruins it. Like I said, there's been tests done. When you have a building, skyscraper building in New York City and one in San Francisco, they should be like this, people. Okay? Because we're in a sphere. We're on a sphere. It's a spherical Earth. No, we're not. It's not a sphere. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying I know everything. It is not a fucking sphere. It's a flat, non-rotating Earth. It's all I know. I don't know what fucking shape it is. I've never looked around it. I'm not a freaking scientist. But I'm telling you one thing. All these fucking idiots that have been telling us things, they're all wrong. They're all wrong. My whole life I said, The Big Bang Theory, and I love this shit, man. I used to watch the History Channel all the time. Oh, look at that black hole. And all it is cool fucking photography. Right. Think about it. Well, it was, and when you hear these idiots say it now that I'm a little bit more educated, I look at these people explaining it, and it's like, well, you know, it was actually, it was beyond nothing. It was less than nothing. So basically, it was so much nothing that it created like
There was
it
so
just
much nothing that it became something.
it backfired. There was so much nothing that it imploded within what it didn't have. And then what happened was it was just a biblical explosion that just can't even be measured by anything that we have today at all. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Where did this guy get this evidence? And what was the temperature of the sun again? I'd like to see the fucking thermometer that you used. All right, but seriously. No, I was serious. Let me see the thermometer. How did you know that? How do you know how fast this Earth rotates? Did you fucking put a speedometer with a fucking like little trinket on it? Come fucking on. Use your common sense, people, and really think about it. How in the fuck do they know these facts that they claim are facts? Really? The circumference of the Earth. All right, well, if you flew around the Earth with a plane, I guess you can get that. But think about some of the shit that they come up with. Really. They have sonar. They have certain things. Your GPS has been around since the fucking 60s. Look it up. It has. And satellites have never been in fucking orbit. And you know what's funny, bro? First of all, what was that temperature that you said? Not, the one, first of all, any of those spheres that what it was, stratosphere, thermosphere, whatever they are, all of them come before the fucking atmosphere. And all of those things come before something would actually be in fucking orbit of the Earth. And I am not a fucking scientist, but I'm also not an idiot. Excuse me. But here's the thing. Flat Earth. Here you go. There you go. Where the fuck is that picture? All right, I'm blind, so I'm gonna try to pull
Fuck your glasses.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I sent this to my buddy, and I want everyone to think about this because this is based on all of these like amazing people that are so fucking brilliant in our world. Thank God for the people that are smart, so fucking idiots like us can understand things. So here's the thing. This picture is taken obviously from the Earth, and yeah, it's actually a real photograph. So I want people to just put this into perspective for a moment. We're on Earth. Okay, Earth is right here. The moon is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 250,000 miles. I've been saying it the whole show.
About that. Yeah.
It's right around there. So 250,000 miles away is the moon. Let's just put that right there. Okay, then 93 million miles from there. Oh, that'd be out of the picture, actually. But anyways, that's where the sun is. 93 fucking million miles past the moon is the sun, according to these people that, God, they're so much smarter than us. But anyways, so let me ask you this, and I know this is a redneck version of me showing you a picture. I'm not savvy in computer crap like him. I'm a little older, obviously. But here's the deal. I just want you to put your brain to work here. This sun is 93 miles from the Earth. The moon is 250,000 miles from the Earth. That means the sun is like not way behind the moon, not way the fuck behind the moon. I'm talking like fucking ridiculous amount behind the moon. Now, how in this picture is the moon illuminated? I don't know, but for me, it's like common sense. I don't know if you can even see it on here, but up in this tree right there is the fucking moon, supposedly. And that's the sun, which is 93 million miles further than the moon. Yet the moon is illuminated when the sun is setting. It's kind of fucked up. Or like impossible based on the bullshit that we've been taught. So the other thing is, yes, so the temperature. This is so funny, Doug, because this happened live, by the way, for the people that don't know it. So when I said that the satellites didn't go into orbit or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Doug said, well, actually, it says that they survived within this area. But the funny thing is, I wasn't even prepared for that question or that to come out. But the funny thing is, that still wouldn't constitute for fucking being in orbit. It would be impossible to be in fucking orbit.
Oh,
It's
well, of
inside of
course.
our atmosphere, inside of where we have gravity. So, yeah, I love the fact that this just came out on the fucking fly and I picked it apart in a fucking millisecond. What a joke. Hey, I'm still waiting for that picture. If any of y'all want to have one, please send it in. In fact, hey, we ought to start up a collection for real. So that anyone that comes up with a phony ass picture pays $10. And whoever gives us a real one gets all the money. That would be cool. I'll match it. I will match it if you find me a real picture and you prove to me that I'm wrong.
You heard it from the man himself. Find him a real picture, and he will pay you.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait just a second now. Well, it'd have to be real. And I'm not talking like Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton real. I mean, it would have to be real. Now,
Oh, okay.
here's the other thing. Airline pilots, I've seen so many of them asked these questions about, well, we already went through that, I guess, with the dip and all that shit. But there is truth to that when you're talking about being on the fucking ocean. Now, what was I saying? See, it's hard because at times I go through these things and then I forget things because I get all worked up because
Right.
some people like
Well-
myself, we're so stupid to actually believe this shit. It's really it's crazy, man. I could go on, but it's like I know I'm leaving out so many things, and oh man, we're gonna have to come back to this one
Well,
again
yeah.
and again and again. But
We are.
maybe we should cut it off and give these people some time.
Oh,
We've been on
I know.
for an hour
A
and
little over an
12
hour.
minutes.
A little over.
But look, here's the thing. Y'all have had more than an hour to come up with a picture. We're gonna give you a week. All right. I want everyone get
1
all your
week.
pictures together, put them in a folder,
7
whatever you
days.
got to do. You can even put them on your computer if you want, zip drive. I mean, if you have too many of them, I don't know. We have some 200 gigabyte zips or whatever we could like send to people if they have too many pictures of the Earth from space,
All
or
we
a
need is one.
satellite even.
All I need is one.
Yeah, or even a satellite from another
One
satellite.
picture. One
that's
picture.
real.
And Eric's gonna pay you. He's gonna pay you. You're gonna get
I'm all
paid.
over it. I'll take you on a weekend cruise, whatever you want. But
I mean-
here's the deal: you're not gonna find it, and yeah, dude, it goes deeper than this shit. Like, there's real people that think like an ape went to space and they sent some other animal. It's like these people toying with us. And then here's the thing: Elon Musk. Elon Musk is so smart. He said, "You know what? These motherfuckers are cashing in on this space thing." And he said, this is my theory on this. He's either mocking these motherfuckers, daring them to call him out, or he just wanted a piece of the fucking action. Because you think about it, we have never been to the moon. We will never, ever, ever go to the moon. And we certainly won't go to fucking Mars. Yeah, but we're gonna build a colony on Mars. We have no idea about anything about the fucking red planet. Nothing. Nothing. We don't know anything about gravity there. We don't know anything about water. Oh yeah, we've proven that there's water there, Eric. Are there lakes? Are there like irrigation systems? Are there a way to support? Why aren't there trees not growing there now? Then we're gonna make it happen, though. Trust us. SpaceX. Gotta love it. Come on, Elon Musk. I'm telling you right now, it's so funny with the shit going on, man. It's like, good Lord. At first, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I wasn't even thinking along these lines with all this stuff, but
Right.
I just happened to bump into a couple things. And then I was so intrigued that I had to just keep digging and digging and digging. And I'm sorry, but there is no such thing as space as we've been taught. I don't believe that. I think that the moon is probably round. I couldn't tell you what we see that we view and call planets from a uh, telescope, or I couldn't. I don't have all the answers, but I promise you this: we have never, ever been to the moon. We will never, ever go to the moon, Neptune, Pluto, which for some reason orbits. Here's the thing. Here's the sun. Okay, my understanding is Earth is like this. Okay, and most planets are like this. Remember that little thing with the fucking wire from school and all that shit. Now, Pluto, if I'm not mistaken, I'd love for a viewer to tell me if I am wrong on this one. And I have been, this is what I know from finding out from, the important people that know all this stuff. Pluto orbits like this, like an oblong shape. So at some points it's very close to the sun, and other points it's very far away. Now, how would that fucking possibly be happening? When you have the gravitational pull, what changed? The gravitational pull is right, it's so close here, Eric, but the sun doesn't suck it up. Why is it so far away and still gravitationally pulling? I don't know. Kind of fucked up. Um, you know, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't know if anyone remembers how the Earth was made. It was a series of shows that was on the History Channel. I was an absolute freak. I watched every single one of them. I could talk about any one of those. I love everything from how the Earth was made, everything. I could tell you so much about how the Earth was made. It's not even freaking funny. However, it was all disproven, and all of it is a bunch of hogwash because it's all fake, completely fake. Fuck, it wasn't even that long ago that the Catholics told everyone that this place was like, I don't know, 200,000 years old. The fucking Earth supposedly now is 4.5 billion years old. I mean, I believe that more than I do the Catholic version of history, um, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Look, I've seen 250 million year old coal vein where someone found a hammer with a wooden handle still intact. There's a lot about history that has been lies, nothing but lies. I don't know why, all of them. The space thing, it makes sense. We wanted to make sure we were all this special and all that. It was all about money. And I saw it somewhere online where it showed that fucking tin fucking aluminum shit, and it said there are still some people that actually believe that this piece of trash went to the moon and back. And I laughed my ass off, and I held it in. And like, part of me was just like, now that is pretty funny. But at the time, even when I saw and read that, I still wasn't where I'm at now. I was like, yeah, that is kind of strange that thing, did that. And then I started thinking, I'm like, yeah, it is kind of strange that we're actually talking on telephones to the fucking moon. So a lot of things were strange, and I looked into them a little deeper. Um, but yeah, and then I have seen a video of the Earth from the Apollo, I think it was the 11, where the guy explained that the camera lens was just as big as the actual window of the back, or the bottom, I'm guessing, of the Apollo 11. But anyways, you can look this up somewhere, and I promise you, it's out there. You'll have to go to Rumble because all the other places protect the truth. No misinformation. So, anyways, the camera lens was up to the window. No room for anything else in between to be seen from the glass. Yet you see a flannel shirt go into the frame, and then and then go out of the frame. I'm telling you, all this shit is so fucking fake. At some point in time, it's gonna come out, and I think it's gonna be at the same point in time when this whole cabal falls, and everything we've been lied to about everything is just going to come out. But I do think that we should probably close this up for now and give people some
Yeah.
time to come
Give
up with
people
some
some time to
pictures.
absorb and really like reflect.
Look
and,
for
like, Go try to
pictures.
find a picture so you can
There
pay
you
them some
go.
money. Like, good shit like
Absolutely.
that.
100%.
Well, until next time, people, don't believe everything you get told, especially
Please
by
don't.
mainstream media.
Please don't.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Extensive research. And remember, if you don't believe anything that we say, we don't really care because this is our viewpoints.
Exactly.
This is what we're doing. You're watching us.
But just
Sure.
remember this. We are always right, okay? No, but I want you to think about something now. Before we go, I just want to put this out there. I just want you to just think about how we know that Saturn, for instance, is the whole planet is just gas. Oh, by the way, do you remember that explosion that happened? That scar that's on Saturn now? Isn't Saturn the one that's all gas, or is it fucking Neptune?
I think it's Jupiter.
Jupiter, whatever. All right, here's the thing.
Big red tornado that goes around it.
Right. Here's the thing. Does anyone remember when they were talking about, well, it would take us 4,000 light years to get there, and by the time we got there, we'd be dead. When they came back from space, they would have aged. My point that I'm making is, it was beyond someone's lifetime where they could go to any of these planets and come back, from what we've been told. Yet we have all of these facts.
We have a satellite that's gone out there.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
In like 50 years?
Listen to this. I saw photographs, up close photographs. I mean, you could see like veins from on the planet, of water, like on Pluto. Pluto. We can't find a picture of Earth.
The planet that was a planet, then was not a
Right,
planet,
it was
then
so
was a
far
planet
away
again.
that they didn't even know it was inner solar system. I love how they just keep this bullshit going, by the way. And then it was omitted for some reason. Wait, you mean this fucking thing goes around our sun, and then you decided to say it's omitted? Come fucking on. How can you contradict your own self with that? It's either orbiting the sun and part of our universe, according to you, or it's not. If it orbits the sun, it's part of our universe. If it doesn't, I'm guessing it's not.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but these guys, they know a lot of stuff. It's so important. I mean, they really study this stuff. I'd like to find out where they studied this. But, yeah.
Probably on Uranus.
Look, all I know is, find us some pictures. That's all I got to say.
Find some pictures. All right.
Oh, and by the way, Buzz Lightyear, the real Buzz Lightyear? Where there was some guy that came up to him. I forget what the guy's name is.
You mean Buzz Aldrin?
Exactly. So there's this guy that came up to him, some wise ass reporter. He's like, "Are you willing to swear? Put your left hand on the Bible and swear that you've been to the moon and back?" And the guy gets so pissed off. Buzz. He was like, "I don't know why. Are you willing to swear? Just take 2 seconds. Just put your hand on the." He wouldn't do it. Now, does that prove anything? No. But did I not just prove something tonight?
But I mean,
Come on.
if he did go.
Seriously. I want everyone to answer that question. Do you honestly think that what I said about us going to the moon was wrong? Do you truly believe that we went to the moon? That's another thing. I want to challenge everybody. Anyone that thinks we went to the moon, I want you to come on our show next week and let's talk about it. Because I want to learn more. Let's do it. Open invitation. Bring it. Anyways,
all right.
We're out.
Peace
Thanks
out.
for putting up with us.
Appreciate your time.
Love y'all. Peace.
It's all about love. Peace out.
It is.